When they first arrived on the scene in the 40s, they were quirky little military cars known as Peeps, Beetlebugs, Blitz Buggies, and Leaping Lenas. Decades later, these unique machines have endeared themselves to millions and are now some of the hottest-selling vehicles on the road. The Jeep was drafted into service during World War II. The Army put out the word to all automakers that it was looking for a lightweight yet dependable vehicle for the battlefield. But what should these unique buggies be called? The actual origin of the Jeep name is still up for debate. Some say it came from the term General Purpose Model. Shortened, it became GP. Others say it came from the Popeye cartoon character Eugene. He was neither fish nor fowl, but could solve all kinds of problems. The Jeep was an incredible machine. During the war, it had many purposes. It served as an ambulance, a battle truck, and a mail carrier. It could dig trenches or serve as a wash basin. It even doubled as a wedding altar. General Dwight D. Eisenhower said the U.S. and its allies would never have won the war without the Jeep. At the end of the war, Willys was the only automaker left producing Jeeps. Many people predicted this old workhorse would be put out to pasture, but not so. Returning soldiers were reluctant to leave behind these wartime sweethearts. Soon used and new Jeeps were proving their worth in civilian life. Willys offered all sorts of modified Army Jeeps. They were station wagons, pickup trucks, and convertibles. The jet-setting group even got a two-door sports car, the Jeepster. By the early 1950s, Willys was a household name, but changes were ahead. Henry J. Kaiser bought the company and renamed it Willys Motor Incorporated. Willys tried out bigger and more powerful engines in the Jeep. People were realizing the usefulness of this mighty machine. The vehicle's popularity grew. The Jeep was sold in 150 countries. With the turn of the 60s, Willys totally redesigned the Jeep. This was the first Jeep built from the ground up without military influence. There were several different Jeep models. Despite the diversity, the Jeep lineup was in trouble. During the 70s, the Toledo assembly plant was outdated and inefficient. In February of 1970, American Motors Corporation bought the Kaiser Jeep Corporation for a total price of $70 million. Under AMC, Jeep blossomed. Daily production nearly tripled. Production was split up. Civilian Jeeps were made in Toledo. Military units were made in South Bend, Indiana. The odd little Army vehicles were now equipped with all of the everyday creature comforts: leather interiors, air conditioning, AM/FM radios, and other modern accessories. It was in 1973 that AMC introduced one of the most renowned Jeep vehicles, the Cherokee. This model came in both a two-door and four-door style and appealed to the sports car crowd. Jeeps weren't just for work, they were for fun. People drove them to the beach, for shopping, to the office, and Sunday drives. But while the Jeep business was booming, AMC's business wasn't. In 1986, Chrysler stepped in and bought AMC for $3 billion. The Jeep lineup was a gold mine. Within 7 years, Chrysler was offering a variety of Jeep products, including the hot-selling upscale Grand Cherokee. For more than a decade, Chrysler has produced Jeep vehicles. These sport utilities appeal to the young and old, men and women, and all professions. Part of its charm is in its rich history, rugged reputation, and fun-loving image. But Jeep won't rest on its laurels. It will continue to be the four-wheel drive leader worldwide. Because Jeep, there's only one.